It's making news at midday in what could be the hottest day in some time. The AmFam golf tournament gets underway at University Ridge. And world leaders are welcome to the G7 summit in England. We'll tell you what everybody did on this first day.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this Friday. Mark will be back on Monday. Today could be a record-breaking hot day, so let's get right to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Austin?
You know, after this last week, this just feels like it's just another day, but it is going to be the hottest day that we've actually seen so far here for this week. We're looking at even mid-90s in not too long from now. We're already at 90 degrees right now in the Madison area. And notice how that humidity percentage is right around 52%. So that means the heat index is now up to 95. We could even see triple-digit heat indices for some communities. But now you're taking a peek at our Doppler track, which is actually showing some showers and thunderstorms developing up north. Even here locally in some spots, we are starting to see some shower and thunderstorm activity starting to develop. Now today, we just have a marginal risk to see severe weather, but this is one of our first severe weather risks that we have seen in quite some time, but it doesn't mean that we're all going to see that. Most of us will not. Temperatures in the 90s, heat indices in the mid-90s, Lone Rock up to 98 degrees for that heat index as of right now. And our wind speeds are only around 5 miles per hour, 10 currently towards Mineral Point, and they're generally going to stay there here for today. So later on this afternoon, again, we are looking at partly sunny skies, that chance of a shower or storm. If you see a thunderstorm developing in your area, it may be strong at times here later on today.
All right, we'll definitely keep an eye on that. Austin, thank you so much. It is a hot day for golf, but golfers teed off this morning in the heat at the American Family Golf Championship at University Ridge. It's officially underway. 81 PGA Champion Tour golfers make up the field, 5 from Wisconsin, including tournament host Steve Stricker. Tickets are still available on the American Family website. They are $20. Kids under 17 get in free with the purchase of an adult ticket. There will be no bleachers at the competition this year, but fans are encouraged to bring their own folding chairs and to stay hydrated. There will be free public parking at Epic all weekend long, with shuttles available to take you to the golf course. The Wisconsin Supreme Court ruled 4-3 that Public Health Madison-Dane County's emergency order last year that ordered the closing of all schools for in-person instruction was unconstitutional. A group of parents and private schools challenged the order in court, arguing that the agency did not have the authority to shut down all schools, including private schools, and that the order violated their religious freedoms. The court's decision could affect what public health departments are allowed to do in the future if there is another pandemic or public health emergency. There are new details this noon about a missing 15-year-old girl who was last seen in Wisconsin Dells. The Juneau County Sheriff's Office now says Cassandra Cassie Kozlowski was dropped off at a Walmart in Lake Delton on Tuesday. She was with 2 men in a small gray SUV. Kozlowski reportedly said she was needing a ride to the Stevens Point area. They also say she has dyed her hair black and is wearing different clothes when she was picked up at the Walmart. President Biden and the other leaders from the G7 are meeting face-to-face today for the first time since the start of the global pandemic. Skylar Henry has more from the White House.
All right, we got it.
The world leaders lined up for a socially distanced photo to kick off the 3-day G7 summit in England.
Good, everybody, thank you very much.
The first item on the agenda, how to end the coronavirus pandemic globally.
Be sure that we're beating the pandemic together and discussing how we'll never have a repeat of what we've seen, but also that we're building back better.
The group announced it's matching the U.S. donation of 500 million COVID vaccine doses to be sent to poor nations.
That's how we're going to solve this global pandemic, is the world's democracies coming together and doing the right thing to help people across the world.
While the G7 vaccine donations certainly save lives, it's also a counter to Russia and China, who've also been donating vaccines globally to gain influence. China and Russia are among a host of issues the group will tackle this weekend. as Prime Minister Boris Johnson explained following his meeting with President Biden Thursday.
There's so much that they want to do together with us, from security, NATO, to climate change.
But it's not all work. The world leaders are also having dinner with the royal family. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
First Lady Jill Biden met Prince William's wife, Kate, for the first time today. The First Lady and the Duchess of Cambridge gave some British school children quite a surprise. The two women visited a school in southern England. As a teacher, Dr. Biden said she knows the value of supporting children.
Early childhood education is so important to lay the foundation for all of our students.
But ultimately, my hope is that we change the way we think about early childhood, ready for generations to come. And I'm committed to this for the long term.
The two later joined the school's animal cadets, who showed them how to take care of some rabbits. The First Lady says she's looking forward to meeting Queen Elizabeth when she travels with the president to Windsor Castle on Sunday. Questions today about batches of the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine from a troubled Baltimore factory. The FDA is allowing for the release of 10 million doses of the vaccine, but material to make many more must be thrown out because of possible contamination. The FDA says 2 batches from the plant could be released, but it said several other batches are not suitable for use and additional batches are still under review. Anger is growing this noon among some Democrats over revelations that former President Trump's Justice Department subpoenaed Apple for account information belonging to at least 2 Democrats on the House Intelligence Committee. CBS News has confirmed President Trump's Justice Department subpoenaed the records of Democratic Congressman Adam Schiff and Eric Swalwell, who sit on the House Intelligence Committee, as well as aides, family members, and even a minor. The DOJ received metadata from Apple as they looked into who was behind leaks of classified information early on in the Trump administration. Although the metadata did not tie any committee members to the leaks, Sessions' successor, Bill Barr, revived the investigation in 2019.
I think there needs to be an internal investigation within the Department of Justice. I would like to know, we've asked the Justice Department, was this just going after Democrats?
A senior advisor to former President Trump had no comment when asked whether Trump knew of or ordered subpoenas of the phone records. It could take all night to restore power to hundreds of thousands of people in Puerto Rico. Take a look at the smoke rising over San Juan. The private company that took over power transmission on the island experienced a fire at its main substation. 700,000 people lost electricity at the height of the outage. Crews are working to figure out what caused that fire. Stay with us. There's more to come this afternoon on News 3 Now at noon.
A travel surge takes its toll on TSA workers, and studying abroad is no longer just for college students. I'm Elise Preston at the New York Stock Exchange. I'll have those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Do you make junk disappear?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Now.
And that!
Ooh, take it all.
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
Advanced non-small cell lung cancer can change everything, but your first treatment could be a chemo-free combination of 2 immunotherapies that works differently. It could mean a chance to live longer. Opdivo plus Yervoy is for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread, test positive for PD-L1, and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. It is the only FDA-approved combination of 2 immunotherapies. Opdivo plus Yervoy equals a chance for more starry nights, more sparkly days, more sunny mornings. Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing or fever. These are not all the possible side effects. Problems can occur together and more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. Void. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or received chest radiation. Here's to a chance to live longer. Ask your doctor about chemo-free Opdivo plus Yervoy. Thank you to all those in our clinical trials.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
I am an owner.
I am an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner.
Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been proud to be a local, family-owned company. And we're excited to share that Steinhoffels is now an employee-owned company. To celebrate, we're having a sale. Right now, take 35 to 50% off the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses. So come celebrate and save. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Do you make junk disappear?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Now.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Open higher Friday as major indexes hover near record highs, with tech shares leading the advances. And the so-called meme stocks, GameStop and AMC, made up for lost ground in early trade after the social media favorites lost steam on Thursday. As Americans are emerging from lockdown and hitting the skies in record numbers, TSA says it doesn't have enough workers to handle the long-awaited travel boom. The agency is asking workers to volunteer to help monitor checkpoints. The hope is to hire 3,000 more workers by the end of the summer. Some airlines have also asked workers to volunteer hours to help handle the travel surge. Say goodbye to American Airlines In-Flight magazine. The June issue of American Way will be the air carrier's very last. Delta and Southwest already canceled their magazines. Experts say the airlines are making the move as more passengers opt for in-flight entertainment like streaming movies and TV shows. And a new travel company is giving adults another chance to have a study abroad style experience, all while working remotely. The company Sojourn allows grown-ups to experience life in Bali, Italy, Colombia, or Greece while learning new skills. Participants will get housing and a Wi-Fi connection during the 4-week experience. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Elise Preston.
Let's take a look at stocks at the noon hour, all down across the board. It looked earlier like Wall Street was going to end the week on a high note, but just within the past hour, prices have dropped dramatically. A moving tribute this morning in Boston Harbor. The USS Constitution saluted those who served on the front lines during the pandemic. Old Ironsides welcomed aboard about 200 healthcare workers and first responders for a 3-hour cruise and a cannon firing in the harbor. It's another hot and humid day today, the hottest of the whole week. But Austin says there may be some relief ahead. He'll have the details when we come back.
What's my favorite part about my French door fridge from Furniture and Appliance Mart? One word: drama.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
He's here! He's here!
What can I
I get you, young man?
Free installation!
Coming right up.
Feldco's biggest sale of the year. Free installation, plus no interest for 1 year.
Free installation on windows, siding, and doors ends soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
If a physical or emotional condition keeps you from working, Social Security should pay disability benefits. Often it doesn't, and deserving people are denied. I'm attorney Don Becker. Don't give up. In Wisconsin, we've turned thousands of disability denials into approvals. Disability law is all we do.
Call the Becker Law Office, 1-800-254-7766.
The best of the best store-wide sale of the summer is on now at Ashley HOMESTORE. Save up to 50% off in-stock furniture doorbusters. Then you choose between our 2 best bonus deals of the entire year. Only at Ashley HOMESTORE.
Want to know what the day's weather will be like where you live? Well, that's easy. Just ask me. Here's how. Record a short video on your phone. State your name, where you're from, and simply say,
I'm Sam from Madison. Hey, Chris, plan my day.
Then send it to me by email, and I'll give you a personal forecast right here on News 3 Now this morning. This is your chance to be on TV. So just send me a video and say,
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris, plan our day.
Plan your day with Chris, only on News 3 Now this morning. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blain's Farm and Fleet.
Pam Yankee is taking the Midwest Farm Report on location today. She's at a farm in Monticello this noon. Hi, Pam. What's going on?
Hey, kiddo. Yeah, a beautiful farm at that, Vagley Farms. If you've ever driven down Highway 69 by Monticello, you've driven past it. It's known for its beautiful brown Swiss cattle and a long family that's been in this area. And they're acting as kind of our backdrop for a big announcement today. New Glarus Brewing earlier today presented a $40,000 check to the Hunger Task Force, headquartered in Milwaukee, but it serves people all across the state. Sherry Tussler's along with us. She's our executive director. Now, Sherry, you've been working with Greene County dairy producers really since the pandemic started to unfold.
That's right. We established the dairy recovery program when we heard about dairy farmers dumping their milk, and we bought milk, we bought cheese, yogurt, and cottage cheese, and we sent it across the state of Wisconsin to help feed hungry families. So we're excited about this $40,000 because we're going to reinvest it right here in Greene County with Chalet Cheese and Rolling Hills.
And those dairies, those co-ops stepped up long before it was making headlines.
Oh, absolutely. We were doing this in April of last year, and we have continued to do it, and hungry families have been so thankful to get that baby Swiss.
Yeah. Well, tell me, what is it like today? How is demand still as strong as it was last year, this time?
No, actually, things have settled down quite a bit. A lot of people are going back to work. The food stamp program kicked in, and a lot of people are getting food share across the state of Wisconsin. Kids are getting something called pandemic EBT, and so it's settling down, but there's a need for that cheese and that dairy. People loved it, and I think we'll continue to do this for a long, long time.
Sherry's been spearheading a lot of different efforts to try to get Wisconsin farmers and agribusinesses partnered together to try to help the Hunger Task Force and their partners. We're so grateful that Drew Cochran could join us from New Glarus Brewing. They had a tour down by the brewery just so people could lay eyes onto this fantastic family model right here in New Glarus. Why did you decide that this was an effort worth helping to fund, Drew?
So we started a brand new foundation over the winter, and we started to look into areas we could help with housing, education, and hunger. And when we came across the program that the task force has, it just fell out of the sky. You know, we have a program already in place where we can help our dairy farmers right here in Wisconsin, as well as help out on the hunger side and provide nutritional milk and cheese to people that really need it. It really checked a ton of boxes for us, and so we were so excited to hear about it. And the second it hit our desk, we were like, "Yep, that's exactly what we want to do." So we're just so excited to dive in and help Sherry and her team out.
Well, I appreciate that they gave them a little bit of a tour, because there's a real sense of community and coming together here in Greene County for this effort.
Yeah, we've been closed for a while, and so it's nice to have people actually back in the brewery. Our employees love to see people in and talk to people, so it was great to get them in and show them what we do, a little bit about what we do. And I think they managed to get a couple of our beers here for the event today, which was nice as well. And it's just great to have everyone back and to kind of reopen the world a little bit and see some faces in the brewery. It's great.
Yeah, I do hear there's sampling going on. We'll see about that later. But yeah, thank you very much, Drew, for not only letting the tour happen, but taking time to share the story about how the Greene County community and our friends at Chalet Cheese are just down in the mall right now, serving up some of the Greene County made made cheese. And like we said, Suze, all the money that's been donated from New Glarus Brewing to the Hunger Task Force going directly to purchase real Wisconsin dairy products that Sherry Tussler and the Hunger Task Force will distribute to folks that are still in need of a little assistance all across the state. You know, it might be hot as the sun out here at Vagley Farms off Highway 69, but I'll tell you what, this is a story worth working for.
Oh, no, it's wonderful to hear all the good people in Greene County coming together for an effort like this. Grab one of those spotted cows. You earned it, Pam. Well done. Well done.
Thanks,
and thanks to Sherry and Drew as well. Have a good afternoon out there. Let's head over to Austin now. He's watching the weather, and hot and humid. Those are the weather words for the week.
Hot and humid.
Weeks.
Yeah, it's been this way for quite some time now, but we are starting to see quite a bit of humidity in the area and enough to bring those chances for some afternoon and evening thunderstorms. We're actually already seeing some starting to develop as of right now, but the lower to middle 90s for today, and that's right, middle 90s. Our record high in Madison today, it's 94 degrees. Our expected high over the next few hours, 94 degrees. We're going to be very close, if not matching or even exceeding that record. Now the humidity though, that's going to bring those thunderstorm chances for today and tonight, and then we really do look to dry things out for much of the rest of this next weekend. Now let's see, where are we warmer than here for most of this country? Well, it's most of the country. Right now we're still at 66 degrees in Denver, 63 in Salt Lake City, here in Madison 90. So we really are bringing those above average temperatures, even 91 in Janesville right now, 89 currently in Monroe, and these temperatures are still going to rise. We are only at about midday currently. Then you take a peek at our heat index. Again, those dew points are very elevated right now. So we're at 94 for the feels like temperature in Janesville, 95 right here in Madison. And you look a little bit farther out west, 99 currently in Boscobel. That's what it really feels like. That's because our dew points are still in those mid to upper 60s and lower 70s. Lone Rock seeing a 73-degree dew point. That means it just does not feel too nice to be outside. But our 6 to 10-day temperature outlook does show that we're going to come a little bit closer to average. High heat building up out west, but here locally, we're still going to stay above that average mark. Average high 78 degrees. Again, record high today of 94, and we are likely going to get very close to that. Then we do bring back the 80s for a time. Midweek next week, we're looking at those even lower 80s for a few days with less humidity. So we do have a few nice days ahead of us. But then you take a peek at our Doppler track. Right now, starting to see some thunderstorm development right in between Madison and Janesville, and that's starting to produce quite a bit of some thunder and lightning. So this is what we're really watching out for here later on in the day. The increase of those chances for some showers and storms. Notice how out west, a lot of these have fallen apart. But locally in our state, we're just going to continue to actually develop those showers and thunderstorms. So they may not start out west, but we're going to see those popping up here locally. And again, we've already started to see that. One or two of these systems could be strong to even severe. We do have a marginal risk for severe weather. Most of us will not see it, but there is that slight potential. So today's going to be one of those days where when thunder roars, go indoors. Future track is showing those pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Another round here later on in the evening and early nighttime hours. That also does bring a possibility here for quite a bit of some thunder and lightning and a stronger storm as well. But we need the rainfall. Moderate drought phase as of right now, and that's going to persist. 6 to 10-day precipitation outlook still shows that we're going to stay quite a bit drier than average. You look at our rain chances, they're staying very minimal, only about a 10 to 20% chance after we get through today. But our futurecast is going to show 70 degrees for tonight. Staying warm yet again. Your weekend forecast does cool things down a little bit here and there, but we're still looking decent in terms of rain chances. Just a slight chance to see a passing shower or storm tomorrow morning. Not very likely as of right now, but then a lot of sunshine takes over for next week. Thankfully, the humidity does drop off. We have some pretty nice days ahead of us here for this, at least the middle part of next week.
Oh yeah, 81 is going to feel like 61.
It really will for a lot of us.
All right, Austin, you keep an eye on those storms for us and keep us posted. Thanks so much. There's more to come at noon. When we come back, Howard is in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. He says today's recipe is one you'll want to try.
If you love lots of flavor and easy cleanup, then One Pot Cooking is just what you need. Stick around and I'll share my new favorite.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Squeaky, creaky, leaky entry doors from big box stores should be ignored. Scott the window guy does entry doors. He can do yours and so much more.
We do entry doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
Your home's roof is a large investment. Menards is here to help keep it protected. Gutters are essential for controlling rainwater from your roof. Choose from 3 color options. All Spectra gutters are 11% off. Aluminum soffit is low maintenance, corrosion resistant, sturdy, and installs easily. Soffit panels are available in 12 colors. Plus, color matching aluminum trim is also available to match your soffit. All aluminum soffit systems are 11% off right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. Why not let us take that crippling burden off your back? Havish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
There's breakfast, there's lunch, there's dinner, and then there are McCafe's bakery sweets, which are whatever you want them to be.
Get a bakery sweet, plus any size hot or iced coffee or soft drink for just $3.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo should probably be called McGann Furniture and Flooring because we're the area's oldest and most experienced floor covering store. Our friendly staff will explain the many types of flooring available, answer questions, and make suggestions so you can choose what's best for your home and lifestyle. We always offer free in-home measurements and estimates and use the finest installers in the entire area. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
When you're sick, so sick that your heart hurts.
And your mind races.
When you think that you might have cancer, and then they tell you,
you have cancer.
And you just want somebody to say,
it's going to be okay.
UWHealth. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
When we asked what kind of recipes you'd like to see more of, hearty one-pot dinners were a hands-down favorite. So guess what? This year, you'll be seeing lots and lots of dinners that are easy, comforting, and made in one pot. Today, we're starting with a braised Mediterranean pot roast that is to die for. We start by heating some oil in a Dutch oven or soup pot. Once the oil's hot, we sear a chuck roast on all sides. Then we add a couple of chopped onions, some celery, and a load of garlic. After we saute this for a few minutes, we add some Italian-style stewed tomatoes, a good amount of red wine, a handful of chopped parsley, and a bunch of spices. Once it comes to a boil, we lower the heat and let it cook covered until the meat is fork tender. Now, this takes a bit of time. Even though the stovetop does all the work, you may want to make this over the weekend and simply warm it up after a long, hard day. When I first tried this, it was love at first bite. The flavor was rich, yet not overpowering, and the meat practically melted in my mouth. To get the recipe for our braised Mediterranean beef, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a one-pot easy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Thank you, Howard. And now over to Austin. Some storms popping up on the radar.
Yeah, some storms starting to pop up and quickly as well. If you take a peek outside in Madison, it's looking pretty good. But then you take a look down to our south and southeast. A pretty strong thunderstorm as of right now. A special weather statement has also just been issued. Now, our hail indicator, let's see how large that this is picking it up here. A little bit less than an inch, it looks like. So do keep in mind, we are seeing some scattered hail with this. Quite a bit of lightning with that system as well.
All right, Austin, thank you. We'll keep you posted as necessary. Have a good afternoon, everybody.